What's the password? It's magic. That's the password. I wonder where Bo is. I'm going to go find Mr. Bo. And today we're going to talk about the magic of giving, as you can see right there. The magic of giving. If you give, you receive. So let's go find Bo. Where are you, Mr. Bo?
That was Wrigley.
You whack job, you.
Come on, man. He's handsome. Look at him. Wrigley Clarence. That's his name.
Does he have a last name?
Young, yes. He took our name.
Clarence.
Yes. Wrigley Clarence, yep. Wrigley when he's being good, Clarence when he's maybe not being as good.
Is that how it works?
Use the middle name. Yeah. Yeah. How are you? I mean, are we in the club here? The secret club?
The Magic Club? I think you and I have been private. We are honorary members of the secret club for sure. Someday I actually want to have one. I would like to have a space, but real estate's too damn expensive and maintenance and all that stuff. But I would like to have a little hangout.
Can it have like a secret door, right? So like you go in through a bookcase or something. That'd be so cool.
Well, that's how the Magic Castle in Hollywood is.
That's how it should be.
You have to be a member of the castle, or you need to know someone that'll bring you as a guest. And members get X amount of guest passes.
Okay.
And then you go into a little lobby, and they make sure you have a tie on because it's a proper place.
I don't like ties. Go ahead.
You have to wear a tie at the Magic Castle. It's a formal place. And then you show your membership card, and they say there's a bookcase right over there, and just go talk to the little owl. And there's a little owl, and you say, "Open sesame."
I love this.
It moves to the side, and you walk into the bar, and in the bar, there are stools, and there's a little granite table, and there's a player piano, and the bar stools. It's kind of funny because the one on the end is secret if you go to the Magic Castle. The one on the end is controlled by the bartender.
Oh.
So you're sitting there having your scotch and soda at the bar, talking to your friends.
Yeah.
And slowly but surely, the bar stool is going down, down, down. Yeah.
This is perfect.
Look at your friends and go, "What the hell am I doing down here?"
I want in. Can we go? Let's just go.
Yes, the Magic Castle is an interesting thing. And there's a lot of celebrities out there that are members. Doogie Howser is a magician. Did you know that?
No, I did not know that.
Yeah.
Really?
Who's the guy in Seinfeld? Bald guy.
Jason something, right?
Jason Alexander.
Yeah.
He's a magician.
Yeah. Okay.
There's a lot of celebrities.
He's a magician? I did not know that.
Muhammad Ali loves magic. Did you know that?
Didn't know it.
That's true. So magic is a popular thing, and that's what we're going to talk about today.
The more you know. Let's go. Let's talk. The magic
of giving.
Okay.
Because we've talked about this before. It's better to give to receive, and the more you give, the more you get. That's kind of what it works, and that kind of ties us in with our software program that sends out postcards, greeting cards, and personalized gifts.
Yeah.
It gives them out. And then the person can get more business or some warm fuzzies.
It might just be warm fuzzies. It might be nothing. You may never hear about it. You can drop packages in the mail, and sometimes you never get a response. And you wonder, did it ever arrive? Did it show up? And that's okay. Because for an instant, you made some goodness happen for somebody.
That's right. And even sometimes the stuff does show up, and they end up taking pictures of it and saying, "Hey, Bo, thanks for the coffee mug and the brownies. Really appreciate it." And you get that social proof, if you will.
Social proof, yep.
Buzz.
Develops a little bit of social capital.
It's not asked for or solicited or incentivized. It just happened because they're appreciative.
Well, so I want to throw a little angle here, the magic of giving, right? Right?
Yes, sir.
So part of when it's magical is when it's unexpected, right? So, for example, you may expect something near a holiday, on your birthday, things like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And not that you should, but it just may have, because that's just since the day you were born and brought into this world, maybe somebody's always celebrated special events in your life. And so it becomes something that's like, it must be coming, right? But what if you celebrate a half birthday and nobody does that? And all of a sudden you surprise them.
It's definitely a pattern interrupt.
It's a pattern interrupt.
Like here's something that's halfway through our thing is this group right here.
Yeah.
I like to give them a shout out because we're broadcasting right now on the AGC group.
As we should. We're both members.
Yes.
You're like a captain or some sort.
I help out at the Minneapolis one. Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah. And then our friend Travis, that is the founder and CEO, he gave us permission to do broadcast on here. So we're giving them a shout out.
Hey, and let's go ahead and mention he is also a fellow magician.
That's right. That's right.
Right? He understands magic. He understands the magic of networking. And, he's the one that the first person that shared that whole, your network is your net worth. I took that from him, whether he borrowed it from somebody or somebody, I don't know, but I took it from Travis, and I believe that wholeheartedly. But I wanted to say this about the gift, the magic of giving and doing the unexpected. So I watched this podcast last week. I'm gonna have to send you the link. Have you ever heard of the Savannah Bananas?
Vaguely, yes.
Okay, Savannah Bananas. So those of you that may be watching this, I encourage you to Google the Savannah Bananas. Watch the video on their website about who are the Savannah Bananas. Well, I watched this podcast with an old friend of mine I've known for over 20 years, and he was the host and had the leader, the owner of the Savannah Bananas on, who has created this most incredible giving and unpredictable environment for baseball. He's been labeled the P.T. Barnum of baseball.
Oh, wow.
I mean, it's kind of an honor, right? But he took over this team, and he has made it to be this incredible experience. He spends $0 on marketing and all of their money on creating an experience.
Kind of like the Saints, the St. Paul Saints.
Yeah, but to a whole nother level. Like they do 6 new promotions every game, brand new, never been done for their team, and most of them flop, but some of them are really good, and they end up bringing something like that back. If that one of their there's a waiting list of thousands to get season tickets. They've sold out every game for years.
Wow.
90+% of people, like 96% of people that go to the game, stay till the game is over. They don't leave early after the 7th or 8th inning. Why? Because they're afraid of missing something that's going to be cool. They start every game with finding a random kid in the stands, and they do the whole Lion King, and they hold the kid up and sing the Lion King song. And anyways, it was this fascinating thing to watch this owner who has been – he talked about how creativity comes in times of incredible challenge. And what he's turned this into is that he's not in the business of baseball. Mm-hmm. He's in the business of creating entertainment for people. And baseball, this is a guy who played baseball for a good portion of his life. Then he ends up coaching, and he's sitting on the bench looking out, this is boring. This is a boring way to spend 3 hours. I didn't like it. Ended up as a GM and then ended up owning a baseball team that is incredibly successful. So it just made me think about how they sold out every home game since the 2016 season. That's over 150 sellouts. The wait list for tickets is over 10,000 people. Took something from having like 200 people show up in the stands for one night to they don't have room. They're max capacity. Wow. One of the things that they provide as part of their magical experience is there's no excess. There is zero advertising. There is no billboards. There's nobody selling to them when they're at the game other than them. The ticket includes your parking, your burger, a beer. It's all inclusive. There's not, I got to go and now spend $12 on this item. So it includes that. I was fascinated by this interview of this guy just saying, and imagine this. He wears a yellow tuxedo. Okay.
Like you.
Legit. His is a tux and mine's a suit. And he's got the hat to go with it. But him and I are going to connect someday. Because he gets it. He gets the fact that I've got to create an experience for people so that they want more. And he surprises them. They leave with gifts sometimes. They leave with this. They leave with that. they sell more, their dollars sold in the bookstore or whatever, the retail store, right? That's the only place people can buy stuff because they all want swag. If one of their season ticket holders sell or have a baby, they send them a bananagram or something and celebrate them. So, yeah. Anyways,
I like the idea of it's like one price, all inclusive.
Absolutely.
Because it takes all the, can we afford a $6 hot dog?
Yep.
It's
all gone. Yeah. It's so smart. And it was risky, right? To try to do something this way. And it started with, they had a rain out. And he told the team, right? He's the owner. Guys, go out there, dance. Now they dance at every game. And I mean, everything is a big event. I want to go. I want to go so bad and see this and actually have fun watching baseball. You know,
well, it's cool giving people these people that come up with these new risky models. Like that guy that he's a long hair dude and he decided to give all of his employees $70,000 salary, including himself.
Yeah.
Heard of that guy?
Yeah. I love that guy. Just talked about him last night with my daughter. She came home from work. We literally were talking about him and how he took people made like, you're crazy. What he grew like tenfold because he actually rewarded his employees and showed that he valued them and paid them properly so they didn't bail on him.
Right.
Huh. Amazing. Imagine that.
Well, I think people will work if they are incentivized to work
and feel appreciated.
Totally.
Right. People leave because they feel as if they're like indifferent. They're employers. I'm fortunate. My kids work for great employers. One of them in the restaurant business, where a lot of restaurateurs have struggled. This young couple that bought this business 4 years ago, they just celebrated. Right, they've been through some tough stuff in the restaurant world in the last couple of years. They've hardly lost an employee. They know what they're doing.
Well, that kind of goes into this product that you and I both use, MailBoxPower. This is my personal affiliate link. And what's your slash?
Which is the only one that matters. Oh, my slash?
Yeah, what's yours?
Invited.
Invited. So if you want to work with Bo, go to Invited. If you want to work with me, go to MagicBrad.
Yeah.
And I also want to show them, where's the other one here? This is Bo right here.
Look at you. Yeah, I have a separate site that kind of gives you a little more. You got a chance to go on there and maybe send yourself a little something to kind of experience the experience.
Exactly.
How about that?
And I've got this one right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's how to get access to this system that we like to use. And that's what we talk about. It's better to give than receive, but you will receive when you give. That's just kind of the way it works.
And, being this is the magic of giving, we could probably both share several examples of times where we have given without any ulterior motive. It was give to give. It was give to say thanks. It was give to reach out. And it might have been brownies. And all of a sudden it's like, it's turned into this, strong relationship that's developed referral partners and centers of influence and all this. And when it started, that's not where it was intended to go, but it did.
I was going to say something about that when we were talking about AGC.
Hey,
a lot of times people go to these networking events to get business when they should be thinking about the second and third tier. How can I help you get business?
Yeah.
And then it'll come after. Or if you can just be kind and open the door for somebody and say hi and smile, they might go, you know what, that person's kind of cool. And they remember you. So next time you need your furnace cleaned or a tire changed or something.
Yeah, you want to work on building a relationship prior to selling somebody or being sold, right? But, I've thought about MailBoxPower as being a unique spot because it's a tool that actually can help somebody. So if you ask somebody, what can I do to help you build your business? How can I help you? Like you're literally representing a solution. So now all of a sudden it turns into, well, they're like, I need more customers. Well, I have a solution for you and you want to sell it, right? But that's because it's what the service is providing. Most of the time, if I'm there, representing insurance or if you're representing events or whatever it is, yes, there's solutions, but not necessarily that space. So I've always thought it's been kind of an odd spot as a member and a sponsor for this system. I didn't want to be salesy, right? Mm-hmm. But yet it's like, hey man, you really should check this out. It's pretty cool and it might work for you.
I'm going to utilize it in my new venture. I'm going to click these things off here real quick. And anybody that's watching, you have to rewind it because I'm not going to hold these on longer. It's not ready to go yet.
Oh,
but there's this.
Magic Universe.
And then there's this.
We're magic
And
universe.
there's this. And
Here
there's
you go.
Well, you wonder, why do I have all those things? Because it means different things. The universe is one thing. Our universe is different. And mine is different. And yours is different. So I've got those, and I'm strategically weaving them together. And I'm going to be utilizing MailBoxPower to promote members of this organization thing that I'm building up. And it's for not just magicians, but also people that like magic. So they can get access to it and go, holy smokes, there's a show that's happening. Derek Hughes is a magician. He's going to be at the Acme Comedy Club. How do I know that?
There you go.
So that's how I'm going to help.
Smart. Well, and you were smart to grab domain names, and you are correct. Words matter. The, your, us, mine, all that can change everything about what the intentionality is, right?
A simple comma will change. I'm not going to write this out, but I'll express it to you. That there's a phrase, and it says, a woman without her man is nothing.
Okay.
Now, where did you put those commas?
Where you paused.
So if I was to change that, and I'll put the comma in a different place, a woman without her man is nothing.
Yeah, it changes everything.
Totally.
Isn't that amazing?
Same words, different punctuation.
Well, and we in print you can't necessarily do this, right? But I distinctly remember as a young lad started working at a telemarketing firm. Maybe I've shared this story, right? So I go to work at a telemarketing firm after I moved to Arizona, and I go in, and Mr. Anthony Spires, who's the trainer extraordinaire, has on the board or writes on the board something to the tune of, I did not hurt my wife. And we're looking at this going, what? This is going to be an interesting class, right? And then we talked about voice inflection. And all we're doing is selling everything over the phone. So he went through the whole process of where you put the point, right? I did not hurt my wife. I did not hurt my wife. I did not hurt my wife, or I did not hurt my wife. All of those are completely different, right?
Totally.
Same exact words. And at that point, I was like, whoa, the power of the way we use our voice on the impact it can have on the other end is super powerful.
And the magic that goes on inside of a person's head.
Yeah.
When you write that on the board, it's like, okay, what'd you do?
Yeah. No wonder people like jump to conclusions, or you talk about like first impressions, like all of those things. And so it was a great training about the power of the way we use our voice. And going back to your point, whether it be voice, whether it be punctuation, the words we choose truly matter. I go back, let's go back a couple years. What became a very, very popular phrase when we're completely off track, by the way.
Yeah.
Well, go back to AGC, Travis Sims, right? This is an event-based business in a way, right? Networking business, right? Organization. And all of a sudden events are closed. And the big phrase was, we need to be social distancing. And from the get-go, a guy like Travis said, I don't like that. I don't like the terminology. We don't need to social distance. We don't need to isolate from people. We actually need to socialize even more. We just need to do it in a different way.
Yeah.
Right? They're telling us we need to physically distance, but we don't need to social distance. But social distance was the buzzword, the catchphrase. And he was absolutely right. But it is amazing how that wasn't like squashed right away, because we did not need to stop socializing. People need to be social. It was hard on all of us, still continues to be.
Yeah.
Might need to keep some physical distance. So
that's why I like getting together with you. It shows that there's another human on the planet. Other than that, I'm here with the dog and my wife. And she's a human too, but I don't get out much anymore.
Yeah. And it's weird. It's changed me as a person this last couple of years. I don't get out near as often. And when I do, it wears me out faster. It used to kind of fuel me, right? As an extrovert that I thought, that's where I would recharge my battery, is being in public and being energized from people. It actually, I'm not necessarily that way anymore. I kind of like the quiet space in my house.
Well, that's the...
What happened to this call?
The magic of giving. That's kind of what it's all about.
Yeah.
And I'd like to plug AGC. That's where we got connected. And Travis is letting us broadcast on his platform. But the things that you say and the things you do have a lot of power. Like, you know, the guy that smashes watermelons, Gallagher?
Okay, sure. Yeah.
He tells a story about his wife. And I'm driving the car and trying to look both ways. And I say, is it okay over there? And she says, no, one's coming. She's saying no one's coming or no one's coming?
You're right. Could you clarify that?
Well, Coolio, we have a little chuckle. I'm going to put you in the green room and you can have some of those hors d'oeuvres back there.
Yeah. Yeah. I noticed there was some like peanut butter Krispies. So thank you for that.
There's a digital teeter-totter back there too, but that's not going to do you much good.
No, not as one guy. No. Hey, appreciate you.
Okay, buddy.
Great conversation.
I'll talk to you later.
Bye.
That's the story, Morning Glory. I appreciate you guys stopping by. And where the heck did it go? This was partially brought to you by the folks at Accelerated Global Connections, joinagc.com. That's how you find it, joinagc.com. And we were talking about the magic of giving. Okay, peace, love, and happiness. MagicBrad signing off. Enjoy the rest of your day. Be good, be kind, be nice.